Hey guys, welcome back. First I wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had a fantastic holiday season and I'm sure we're all glad to put 2020 behind us. So today I wanted to show you guys a bunch of anime merch and anime figures that I've picked up kind of November, December, anything in the last couple of months. I've had a bit of a stockpile of stuff that I've been waiting to show you guys, so without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we'll do some merch, try and rapid fire through these. I bought a bunch of acrylic charms. I don't know why I buy so many of these. Firstly, we have a toilet bound Hanako-kun badge. I thought this was cute and it was cheap, so I picked it up. Next, I have a bunch of Cospa pinch straps. First two are Flander and Romelia from Touhou Project. I don't actually play Touhou Project, but I do quite like the music and I really like the character design, so I picked these up. Then I've got this Humra one where she's in a swimsuit and she has the cutest Kyubey like fishing bait. Next I've got these two of Ishtar and Ereshkigal. In hindsight they look a little derpy and sad, so I kind of just prefer the classic pinch designs over these. Last up we have a Makoto Masaka where she's doing her classic coin attack. Then I've got these two things. So this is a Rilakkuma mug and the design on this is so cute. It is so relaxing, it makes me want to drink tea all day. And it comes with the cutest matching Rilakkuma mug cover. Honestly, the hardest decision with this was whether to get the pink Rilakkuma set or the blue Rilakkuma set, but I'm glad that I went with blue. They're really cute, can't wait to use them and keep my tea nice and warm. Next up, I've got this Saikano Blessing software tote bag. So this was 1,800 yen. And I love this tote design so much because I love how subtle it is. And I'm actually a programmer, I do that as my job, so I think it's really cool to take a Blessing software tote bag to work for a fake fictional visual novel company from an anime, I don't know. And I think the design's kind of nice. It's not in your face, like it's just kind of subtle. I also got this Rilakkuma travel pass holder, which I love to hang off tote bags. It just makes things really easy to find your travel card. Next up, I've got a Eurocamp figure. This is Little Nadeshiko, and this is made by Furyu. This is smaller than an Android, but I think it's surprisingly well detailed, and I really just picked her up because she's holding a miniature Mount Fuji in her hand and she looks really cute. There's also a Rin one, but I didn't pick her up. I think this one's a lot cuter, so I just opted for this. So let's move on to figures. First, I have two Nendoroids. I have the Megumi kimono version and the Utaha kimono version Nendoroid. And I already had the Eriri one. She's over here. I bought these secondhand off someone on Facebook and he was actually selling the whole set, but he was nice enough to let me break the set and just buy the two that I needed. So first let's have a look at Megumi. Honestly, this is one of the prettiest Nendoroids I have ever seen. I love all the shades of pink on this Nendoroid and the pops of red, blue and purple complement all the colors really nicely. She comes with three different faceplates, a standard expression, one where she's looking shyly upwards, and a kissing expression. She comes with a Goshinicho, which is a book that you use to mark all the seals of a temple. And she also has a little bag. She is super cute, and I think this has to be one of the most beautiful Nendoroids I've ever seen. Secondly, let's look at Utaha. So Utaha is rocking a colorful dark purple kimono with beautiful gold accessories, and just like Megumi, the details of the kimono are on point here as well. She comes with three faceplates, a smiling one, a kissing one, and my favorite, her angry glaring one. She has way better accessories. She comes with a closed and open fan and an entire freaking umbrella, which looks awesome when displayed with an Nendoroid. My slight complaint here is I find her exposed neck and shoulder area a little off and harder to pose than Nendoroid at certain angles. So what this means now is I have the complete trio, because I already had the Eriri, and they look so good together. I love putting them in my room. These are some of the prettiest Nendoroids I've ever seen. I think they're only to be rivaled by the Madoka series of kimono Nendoroids. Another really cool thing about elaborate kimono Nendoroids is you can actually mix and match the heads with your other Nendoroids to create really pretty combinations of all your other characters wearing really, really pretty Nendoroid kimonos. So next up I have a scale figure. This is a 1/8 scale of Humra Akemi Haregi version, and this is manufactured by Stronger. I picked her up secondhand for about $75 US off of Facebook. She did come with a box, but I've put it somewhere I've forgotten. So I've been slowly trying to collect all the kimono Madoka figures because I think they are so stunning, and they're actually surprisingly cheap for how beautiful they look. So I'm very glad to have picked her up. She is stunning. I love all the flower patterns on her kimono, and just all of the details around her waist are really pretty. I love her shy smiling expression, and I actually really like her pose of her brushing her hair back or whatever. And I really like the design of the base. I think it complements the figure really nicely. One of my complaints with the figure is around the shading in her fringe and around the top of her head. They put a lighter color on as a bit of a highlight, but it just kind of looks like the figure's been sat in the sun for a while, or the paint's not been completely finished. I thought this was a flaw with my figure, but all of the pictures online show the same issue, so I'm not too big a fan of that. And my other issue is with the black scarf. I know this is based off an existing artwork, but I think they should have made the scarf a lighter color just to make it pop more off the figure, because it kind of blends in with her hair. Despite that, I am glad that I have her now and that I can display the unofficial trio Madoka, Mami, and Humra together. I do feel like Madoka and Mami are kind of overpowering here. They are bigger and they have more elaborate designs. But I do kind of think that Humra's less loud and bright design suits her character more anyway, and oh my god, the three of them look amazing together. I originally wasn't planning on picking up the Sayaka and Kyoko ones as well, but now that I have three, I think I've doomed myself into having to buy the full 5. But they are stunning, and I kind of think kind of affordable for the beautiful quality that you're getting. Next up, another Nendoroid. This is the Racing Miku 2020 version Nendoroid, and this retails for 5,500 yen. So I originally wasn't gonna pick up this Nendoroid, and then I saw that the first run of these Nendoroids, they were gonna put in a mask accessory. And I thought that it was so ridiculous that this fictional racing mascot Vocaloid character would have to wear a mask, and I actually thought it looked really cute, so I kind of bought her for the mask. And it feels like a piece of history that, you know, 2020 Racing Miku says stay home and wear a mask. But after opening her up, I am glad that I picked her up. She's in a very vibrant and colourful, futuristic looking mechanic outfit, and this is really different to all the previous years, and I think the colour scheme is on point and so eye-catching. She comes with a, I just learnt this is an impact wrench or a torque gun, and she comes with a flag. Now the design of a flag is a sticker that you have to stick on, and I think they could have done better and just printed the design on, like, good smile company, don't cheap out on me. She has 2 faceplates, a smiling expression and a winking expression, and of course she comes with her very cute mask. I love this pose they put up of hers, kind of being like, wear a mask or I'll cap you with my impact wrench. She also comes with a car, which is pretty standard for Racing Mikus, although I almost never display them with the car, so at this point I don't really care that I have one. Also, only like a few days ago, the Racing Miku 2021 design got revealed, and I'm not sure what I think. I'm still like on the fence about it. I think it's the colors from 2019 on the 2015 design. It feels very similar to all the other ones, which I think is a shame because 2020's design was so different. But we'll see, I'm still kind of marinating on that. Speaking of Racing Mikus, I also got more of the Racing Miku badges. I've got this one where she's just kind of skating along, this summer design, which is really, really cute. And this one is my favorite one. This one is her in a mask and it says stay home. Next up, another Nendoroid. I didn't realize I was buying so many, but this is Misaka Mikoto from Railgun, and this is actually a re-release. Her original Nendoroid came out in 2013. So she retailed for 4,000 yen, which is kind of on the cheaper side, so she doesn't have too many accessories. But she does have a school bag with a Gekoda charm and her iconic Gekoda phone. She has her coin and a couple of cool electric effects. She has 3 faceplates, her normal smiling one, an embarrassed one, and a shocked one. And both of these extra ones are so good. All of the 3 faceplates are so good. I don't know which one's my favorite. Overall, I think this is a really cute Nendoroid with pretty good value, and I'm glad they re-released her with the hype of the season 3 dropping earlier last year, I guess, yeah. Next up, we have yet another Nendoroid. It's the last one, I swear. But this is the Gurako, or Master Female Protagonist Nendoroid, and this one was only 3,300-ish yen. So this is not a re-release, this is technically a second edition of the Gurako Nendoroid. So they came up with one earlier, but she's really expensive now. She's like 8,000 yen-ish second hand, but that one does have some amazing accessories. So good. But this one has Saint's Quartz, and I can never say no to Saint's Quartz. As far as Nendoroids go, this is pretty basic, but I do actually like the power-up effect that it comes with, since I can combine this Nendoroid with all my other Fate Servant Nendoroids that I already have. But other than that, this is pretty standard. It's cheap, it doesn't have a lot of parts. If you like Gurako, pick it up. Next up, a scale figure. This is the Astolfo 1/7 figure by Amakuni. I picked this figure up for about $110 secondhand from Facebook, which is a pretty good price because I think this was 1,500,000 yen on Mandarake. But to be honest, I'm kind of so about this figure. So the things I liked, I like Astolfo's pose. I think this is a really good fit for his character. And I suppose the rest of the figure is quite good, but nothing's quite great. So I have my major problems with the face of this figure. I like that they gave him the little fang, I like that attention to detail, but I am not a fan of his eyes. I think this messes up the entire face. I think they're slightly too flat. I don't know. I also think the coloring on the gold parts look too light on this figure. I wish they made this pop more. It's actually gold on the reference art. And the cape sculpt looks weird to me. Instead of his arms actually lifting up the fabric and pushing the cape upwards, they just like cut out holes in the cape where his arms are. And that's not how the cape would work. Yeah, I don't know if I would recommend this figure. It's not that it's bad, it's just that it's overwhelmingly okay. I know there aren't a lot of Astolfo scales out there, so I am like glad to have an Astolfo figure. I did want one of him, but I'm hoping some better scales of him kind of are in the works maybe. So the last figure in this haul is this Kotobukiya Horror by Shoujo figure of Pennywise from It. Now, I've seen the Horror by Shoujo line for a long time, and I appreciated them, but they just weren't really my cup of tea. I think that the characters were often just a little bit too over-sexualized for me. But when I saw this Pennywise design, I instantly fell in love. I thought it's so creative, it's so lovely. And I instantly pre-ordered her. And I also really like the Beetlejuice design. I think that one's really nice. And personally, if they're moving towards that direction of slightly more safe for work designs, I could see myself picking up a few more of these iconic horror characters reimagined as cute anime girls. And I am very impressed by this figure. For a figure that basically only has 2 colors, white and red, they did a fantastic job with the coloring and the shading, and I love the use of the different types of materials in her outfit. I love the face of this figure. Her eyes are so piercing and they kind of look like they're glowing. It's painted beautifully. And the base is also really creative with the little SS Georgie boat as an added reference. I did have a couple of small issues, like the balloon was quite hard to actually put into her hands and it doesn't quite stand up straight. And secondly, she's a very directional figure, so it really only looks good if she's placed somewhere at eye level or above. Otherwise, you're just kind of looking at the top of her head. Despite that, I think Kotobukiya knocked this one out of the park. I love this figure so much. I think she is so cute. I'm a fan. I would recommend this one because I think these are really affordable as well. Alright, that is all the figures and all of the merch I wanted to show you guys. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye bye!